I feel it's my duty.
How are you guys?
Good.
Pretty well.
You're good.
Oh, I am leading?
Good.
Okay. So yeah, Utah's tough environment to play in. But with road games, just in general, how do you guys kind of like create your own like home field advantage when you go into these types of places?
Yeah. You know, we just got to bring our own energy from the jump. We got to start fast, and I think that'll do that for us. You know, we can bring our own energy on the sideline. You know, our fan base travels well. You know, so it's going to be fun going out there and competing, especially in that environment. So.
What's the most hostile environment you've played in?
I might have to go to Wazoo a couple years ago on the comeback. That was probably one of the most difficult environments to play in. So, but Utah is up there as well. So,
what was it about that place that made it so difficult?
I think it was just more so the fact that they were right on top of the sidelines. You know, you could hear all the fans. You know, whatever they were saying to whoever, and so it was just a difficult. And they were just loud at all points during the game, from my knowledge and from what I remember. So it was just hard to play there.
What's like the worst thing you can remember, like that's appropriate to say on camera, that you can remember, like fans yelling
or
at
inappropriate?
you guys?
You know, it was a lot of, at the time, cussing out whoever was calling the plays, whether it was offense or defense, and it was all their fans. And, you know, Dorian, you know, I love Dorian, but it was a lot of, you know, F Dorian, whatever it was, you know, cussing out Dorian, hating on Dorian. And, you know, that's just how it is when you go to a road game in that environment, you know. It's a bunch of hate, and we just got to not pay attention to it and just keep moving and keep playing football. So.
Is this a little bit of a role reversal, having to plan for multiple quarterbacks, kind of like how opponents have had to do it?
Yeah. You know, we're like you said, we're planning for all three. And, you know, we're just going in there with a great game plan, and, you know, we're planning for the offense. Regardless what quarterback gets there, we know the difference between them all, and, you know, we're just going to go out there and play our best football. So.
What have you seen out of Johnson specifically? It looks like he handled all the snaps in their last game.
Alex Johnson?
Nate Johnson, I believe.
He's a good guy. You know, he's a good quarterback. All three quarterbacks are very well rounded over there. You know, Cam from last year, you know, what he did, and then those two guys coming in and seeing what they've done so far this year, you know. So we got to prepare, like I said, for all three and what they bring to the table. So
you're preparing for Cam Rising right
yes,
now?
Yes, sir.
What does that entail?
I mean, he's a good quarterback. I give him props. He knows how to manage the offense and get the ball moving down the field and make the right reads, you know. So we just got to focus. But I think if our biggest thing is just focusing on us and what we can control, you know, and we just got to keep moving. So.
How's the linebacker group evolved since the first game? Like, what kind of roles are people fulfilling, would you say? The rotation, but mainly the roles among you guys.
You know, with Ale getting hurt, some of the younger guys had to step up a little bit. So, you know, everybody had their role at the beginning of the season. You know, one guy down, it's the next man up, regardless of what position room you're in. You know, so everybody knows their role and knows how to do their role very well. You know, and, you know, just being there for your teammate, I think, you know, whether he goes down or whether, you know, somebody needs a breather and somebody else has to go in, you know, just being able to stay focused whether you're playing or not. So.
How's it been with all that?
It's been good.
Has it been tough for him?
Yeah, it's been tough, but, you know, his head's in the right space right now, and, you know, I talk to him every day. One of my best friends on this team, so, you know, I just in his ear all the time, you know, just keep your head up. He's gonna get back out here. I promise you that. He'll be back out here by the end of the season. So.
Did you talk to Donovan before he got his playing time? Donovan Pellet?
You know, I talked to all the young guys. I said just be ready. You know what I'm saying? Because no matter what happens, whether the score was what the score was or not, I just had a feeling it was going to be a lot of rotation, at least in the linebacker room. So, you know, I went up to Wyatt, I went up to, you know, Ty Lee, I went up to all those guys like, hey, be ready. You know what I'm saying? Just take this week, and it was at the beginning of the week. Take this week, yes, you're on scout, but you also dive into your playbook and make sure you know what you're doing for our defense. So.
Obviously, the result from last year won't have any bearing on, you know, what happens this coming game, but does the way you guys perform in that, does that give you guys any added confidence, or just knowing, you know, you guys had some success against them?
Yeah. You know, we know that we had success. We know what we did to have success, you know, so it's just, but at the end of the day, it's just game plan. It's all about game plan and how we prepare Sunday through Tuesday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. You know, it just depends on, you know, what we're doing each day, and we just got to prepare to the best of our abilities. So.
I know, like, Chase Griffin simulates a lot of looks for you guys. Has he been simulating the looks of, like, both Utah quarterbacks?
Well, we have Justin Martin over there, so they kind of switch off. Those two switch off, you know. So a couple plays, CG will be in, and a couple plays, Justin will be in. So it's just kind of they're both giving us a great look. So perfect. Good. Thank you.